Anyway, guys, today, usually when we make these, when I make these streams, I really put a lot of, time in order to try to share. Today, I didn't really prepare anything because it's a lot of work, and sometimes it also just feels good to have a look at the market together. So this is basically what I was thinking we should do. And in case that you have any questions, I'm always surprised that that the questions there are not many questions, but that's also okay. That's also good. So yeah, it's gonna be a little chit chat. Betty did prepare a few news that I think that are relevant. So let's do it. And I hope you're here to chit chat. Anyway, let's start. I want to welcome you to Crypto Never Sleeps. And in case you're new to this channel, you want to stay on top of the crypto world, but then do me a favor, hit like, smash and subscribe and all them goodies so that you can be notified every time we upload new videos so that you can, and this is important to me, protect your wealth, preserve your wealth, and ultimately increase your wealth. My name is Nico Harachi, and I have proven that I am number one.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's young, he's handsome, he's a prophet, he's a poet. They know it. I must be the greatest. I told the world.
So here we are. Let's start. It's funny. Volatility is something that we always have, right? We have currently Bitcoin at 69,000. I like 69, you know that, down 0.6%. But when I looked earlier today, we were above 70, right? Then we have Solana at up 0.3%, 190. And then we got DOT down 1.30% at 9.6. And then we got Ethereum. So, out of these big four, it's actually only Solana up a little. But what is maybe different, a little slightly different, are we seeing a different pattern in these 4 hourly charts? Well, not really. As always, there's a big level of manipulation. What is interesting, however, remember we saw each other last Sunday, right? Or not last Sunday, 2 days ago, when we did cryptocurrency portfolio update. And we were, of course, as always, looking at the weekly on the 7-day moving average. And remember here, we actually said that Bitcoin went down to around 61,000, kissed the 7-day moving average. And at least, on Sunday, 2 days ago, I said, I think they did the kissy. That was important. And I think we're going to see a continuation of the bull market.
Kissy.
And it's also funny because when you look at it on Ethereum, you can see Ethereum really broke through it within the week. Within the week, we can see a spike down below the 7-day moving average, but still closed the week above the 7-day moving average. So to me, it really looks like everything is on track. Everything is on track. That's how I feel. And I think also the news are gonna verify that. I want to go into the chat, just say hello before we're going to look at the prices, because today I'm mainly just going to go through some prices and think loud of how I do it, how I usually look at the market. Who are the 20 lions here? We got Jada, Meet My Soul Brother. We got Kevin Force. We got Reggie, Laxamana. Thoughts on DOJ suing KuCoin? Of course, I got thoughts. And I didn't put it in on the news here because, you can read it everywhere, but I will be happy to share. Vex, did I say hello to Ron, our porn star? And Phil Marshall, good to see you. I love that name. I always say that. Look like the US has their new Pearl Harbor. What is Pearl Harbor? Are you talking about, what is that referred to? To the KuCoin? And Crypto Millionaire, let me know where you've been. And Sandra, I know it's late for you, but I'm happy and thankful that you are joining. So, what is Vex? Shahid is 50 times lions with the gem picks. Yeah, Shahid, remember Shahid, he's a smart individual, and Shahid has been here. Basically, we were both here when we started Crypto Never Sleeps, and Shahid, he spends a lot of time. And I believe that when this cycle is over, Shahid, he's also gonna come out on the other side, and him and his 5 boys are gonna be among the top 5%. I also want to say, if I look a little different, one of my lights broke down, so it can be that I look, darker or light. I didn't have time to fix that before the stream. And with Oliver here. I love that Oliver always says, Oliver here, Oliver here. Good to see you, Oliver. And Crypto Charlie, you've been missing for a few times, huh? Crypto Dachshund, good to see you. And Blockchain Bully, don't forget to remove your pocket tokens from Sandboard. Yeah, Friday is the last day. Wow, I will do that right after this. Yeah, I will do that right after the stream. I was thinking maybe to do it during the stream, but that, sometimes with that is very technical. Thank you, Blockchain Bully. Lots of kisses to you. Okay, guys. No, I mean, it's funny because, of course, I also go through the news and the updates on a daily basis. And it seems like today was a little bit of a quiet day. I do want to emphasize on one thing. And that is that I know I repeat myself, the future of finance is being built on the blockchain and it's being built right in front of our eyes, and it's mainly being built on Ethereum. I mean, I've been saying this, for the last 3 years, and that is what is happening. We are seeing this transformation where we are going from traditional to digital. And it is going to happen. With the CBDC, without the CBDC, everything is migrating onto the blockchain. So people that don't believe in it, and I will also tell you another thing. I mean, some of my old friends that are a little bit more conservative from Vienna, Austria, lawyer, used to be one of my best friends. He's a lawyer, very successful. And he doesn't know that I'm in crypto because we hadn't seen each other for a while. And then we were talking about Bitcoin, and he was like, I don't know anything about Bitcoin, except that it's just that scam transactions, right? It's scam. That's what it is. And he's a guy that I kind of grew up with, respect so much, love him. He's a good friend, but not everyone understands what is being built right in front of our eyes. And what Reggie is saying here, real world assets taking off. and Goldfinch was thank you. No, I mean that the real world assets that are being tokenized onto the blockchain, it is just a big part. It's a very big part of, let's say, what's coming from the traditional world migrating onto the blockchain. So and especially when we saw BlackRock going into that. Anyway, let's go in and look at what's going on with the prices. Of course, it's nice to see a market cap of 2.4 trillion, right? But as we said on Sunday, it's nothing compared to the traditional markets. Now let's just scroll down. So now we're a little bit down. 69 Bitcoin, Ethereum at 3.5. Yeah, I think with the prices, it is funny, however, right? We can see there's a little bit of difference. They're not all red. Solana is still up. We got Dogecoin up 1.79. We got Cardano at up 0.78. Avalanche down. I mean, you can see the prices, so I think it is better that you do it. What I wanted to share with you today is that we should go and have a look at the meme coin portfolio. However, what I like here is, I mean, we can see VeChain down, ThorChain up, Phantom down 7%, then we got Theta Network only down 0.70%, we got Maker down 2%, we got Arweave down 2%, but then we got Algorand up 3%, Gala down 0.4%, then we got Ava up 1.3%, Quant down 1.2%. The reason why I'm calling out the numbers is it used to be that if the market was down, everything would be down, and almost a similar amount in terms of percentage. And now we're seeing a little bit of a, some are red, some are green, and that is lovely to see. It's really lovely to see, because this also means that we're going towards a more mature market where it's not being all manipulated. Radium down 8% almost. And Mate is down 4.6. But then we got Mantra. I mean, Mantra is really making us happy. Up 14% again. I'm telling you, Mantra, I don't know if you caught that was it on Sunday when I made the portfolio update. Mantra has gotten a lot of money from a Middle Eastern equity firm. 11 million to build out real world asset tokenization onto the blockchain. So it seems to me it could be that Mantra is, has maybe captured some market in the Middle East where, it could be that the Mantra chain is going to be the chain for tokenizing real estate purchases onto the blockchain. I mean, otherwise, because something is going on there and it looks good and it looks mighty and it looks perfect. So anyway, we're seeing across the board up and down, and I like that. Pocket network down 10%. Why is that blockchain bully? Let me know. And, okay, yeah, let's move on to the news, because it's up and down. There's not so much there to say. What is interesting to see is that when we go in and we look at the activity of developers in the last 30 days, right? We used to see actually for the longest time we saw Polkadot and Kusama being on the first and the second, and then we also saw Hedera being in the top 5, and we also saw ICP. And now things have changed a little, and the only thing that I don't understand with this site here, Sandbase, is it takes an awful long time for them to update it. So there we go. So we can see now on the first place, it's actually Chainlink on Ethereum that are experiencing the highest increase in development activity in the past 30 days. It's a very good indication, because Chainlink is basically the oracle. It's the middleman between the data from the real world and migrating it onto the blockchain. And as we said, Cardano on a second, they're doing a lot, and hopefully the curtain will open soon. Optimism is on a third place, and then we got Status, we got Hedera, we got Polkadot and Kusama. So Polkadot and Kusama moved down, and then we got Internet Computer, which has been skyrocketing, currently at $19. Which actually leads me to, I said we should look at the meme portfolio, but let's also look at our portfolio. And let me know, I mean, guys, are you more, you see, I know when you follow this channel, you come here, you don't want to say that you are crazy about the memes, right? But I think a lot of you are investing into memes. Are you or not? Let me know. Just run through it. So Illuvium up, still 125. Metis up almost 500. I think there's a lot of room for Compound to grow. Obviously also with Kusama. Kusama and Polkadot were also slower. Let's say the entire Polkadot ecosystem, they were slower. Let's say they're lagging behind, and that's a good thing, because you have an opportunity to enter. I actually wonder why Uniswap hasn't been moving more. But even if, I think it's only a matter of time until they are all gonna take off. Live peer, I'm just not gonna repeat everything I said there on Sunday. Just let's see if there's any. I'm really okay. Let's move on to optimism, because I'm very, very optimistic on optimism. But let's look at the meme coin. It was funny here today. My neighbor, he came, and he sometimes runs outside. I hope he won't be angry when I say this. And we haven't spoken for a while. And then I said to him, but you're not investing into meme coins, are you? Because I mean, he's my personal friend. And he said, no, I'm not investing into meme coins. I only bought a little bit of Bonk and Baby Bonk and Pepe. And I was like, okay, I know what time it is. It's time for the memes. Anyway, so our little portfolio here that we entered in 2 weeks ago, you can see with Flocky, we're up 353%, Dog with Hat, 349, Pepe, 196, Shiba Inu, 151, and Dogecoin. Nothing really changed here since the last few days, and Bonk. I do want to say, a few words. You all know that for me, this meme coins here and just even looking at it and showing it up is more just for, I don't know, for entertainment purposes, or just to also to be a part of the trend. I really think that 99% of people investing into meme coins are ultimately going to lose. And it is important. It is really important that you understand that. You see, if many of you're new, what's going to happen is you're going to invest into a meme coin. You're going to make some good returns. Then you're going to sell it. And then you're going to tell yourself, oh, wow. Well, I made just 300%, 400%. The problem is that you're probably also going to use that increased returns that you made on that 1, 2, 3 trades and going to put that into the market, into the meme market. And you're going to lose. You're going to lose. Also, if you are into memes, then you should go to the casino, and the value that I bring you is not really meme value. And let's move on to some news, because this is fundamental news. Hong Kong likely to allow in-kind creations for spot Bitcoin ETFs in second quarter of this year. And this could potentially pave the way for a massive investor base across China to enter the crypto market. In January, Chinese asset manager Harvest Global applied for a spot Bitcoin ETF, and another firm, VentureSmart Financial Holding, also said it would submit a filing after the SFC said in December that it was ready to consider such products. Though no spot ETF has yet been approved, it seems likely it's just a matter of time, according to Bloomberg Intelligence ETF. Now, remember on Sunday, when I went through our cryptocurrency portfolio, remember I was talking about the white swan, right? And I don't know if I made a prediction per se, but I was having this wonderful picture here of the white swan could be Warren Buffett. It doesn't necessarily need to be Warren Buffett. It could also be that a Bitcoin ETF is going to be approved for Chinese investors. I mean, they got lots of money, and they sure like to invest. So the white swan event could be anything that has a major impact onto the market, right? So to point that out. So that was about that. That's good news, fundamental good news. Then we got, another, from the traditional scope of finance. London Stock Exchange will start market for Bitcoin and Ether ETNs on May 28th. The London Stock Exchange will roll out a market for Bitcoin and Ether exchange-traded notes on May 28th. And they will accept applications for trading those crypto ETNs from April 8th. And the market will be subject to the approval of the UK regulator, the Financial Conduct Authority. So, and the UK regulator said that it would allow recognized investment exchanges to create a listed market segment for ETNs earlier this month. I mean, what more? I mean, this is just another verification that it's only a matter of time until we're going to see so much money moving in to the cryptocurrency market. And that is why I'm really confident we're going to see 250,000 by October 2025, maybe November, who knows. And this I find also very optimistic. Optimism sets aside, listen to this, $3 billion for grants to its blockchain builders. I mean, think about how much money that is. Ethereum Layer 2 scaling network Optimism is putting aside $3.3 billion worth of its Optimism token for its community to grant to projects or people deemed important contributors to the blockchain's ecosystem. Some of the 850 million Optimism's tokens would be doled out over 4 categorized rounds starting in May and continuing throughout 2024. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And it's a lot of money from a protocol that basically launched 2 years ago. I mean, imagine you and I, we would launch something, right? And 2 years later, we would have money worth equal to $3.3 billion to give out for people that would contribute to the community. I mean, they gotta come, they have to contribute more than Miss America 2025, that's for sure.
How you doing?
Because she would get only $2 from me. You see, what I'm saying is, because that 3.3 billion, I know that it's coming in, let's say, you would say, yeah, it's tokens. It's optimistic tokens. But still, those tokens that they've put aside has a value of 3.3 billion. Somebody has put that money in order to make the team able to give that money away. That means someone, and I'm talking about the deep state, I'm talking about the elite, they are setting up the future of finance, the ecosystem, so in order to introduce the central bank digital currency. But it is optimistic for us because we are kind of front running the CBDC regulation news. Another piece of news that Betty also found for us, Avalanche and Chainlink collaborate on Australasian on-chain asset settlement. So the Australia and New Zealand Banking Group and Chainlink Labs have released the results of a recent collaboration that aimed to connect the Avalanche and Ethereum blockchain networks for on-chain settlement solutions. ANS used an interoperability solution provided by Chainlink called the. I think this must have been news Cherry put in, and maybe she was drinking today because this is not really relevant. I mean, it is relevant, but I don't know if it's really worth. I should share it. Swift is another major traditional player. So Swift declares second sandbox connector, well, the test, a success for CBDC. You see, some people thought that Swift, right, wouldn't really matter in the future. But it seems they are going somehow to be a part of the future of finance as well. So SWIFT stands for, I forgot that completely, the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, SWIFT Messaging Network. And they have released the results of the second phase of sandbox testing for its central bank digital currency interlinking solution, which it calls a connector. And that is basically what it is, a connector. The project looked at 4 use cases, not all of which involved CBDC, according to the report it released on the test results. It experimented with digital trading with Atomic, which is instantaneous settlement using smart contracts. It connected tokenization platforms to facilitate atomic delivery versus payment and worked with financial infrastructure firm CLS Group to show the connector's capability of connecting existing foreign exchange infrastructure using CBDC. I mean, yeah, also technical, not in really technical terminologies, financial jargon, but it again shows everyone from the traditional industries are migrating onto the blockchain. And we are lucky that we are here. Guys, this is about the news, all the news that we have for today. And I mean, sometimes it's also good just to take it easy. So if you got anything to say, then let me know. Pepe. So what did you say? Let me just see here. Baltimore, Maryland bridge collapse could be the start of the US going to a hot war. Ooh, I gotta look at that. NH was also asking me about if we were gonna do some geopolitical stream. I will try tomorrow, the day after. Lots of things going on from a geopolitical perspective. But remember, that's another funny thing, isn't it? World War III might be coming, but how can it be that every central bank around the globe, let it be China, Russia, or America, or any country from the European Union, they all agree on one thing, and that is that the future of finance is being built on the blockchain. How is that? Something is just not rhyming. Anyway, so what do you say? Raymond Ayers, good to see you. Good to see you. How is your HeliSwap going? Well, I did share. Come on, Oliver. I shared that with you guys on Sunday. Also, remember, I don't own anything. Remember, and everything I say and do here should not be considered financial advice. But I'm managing more than 60 positions for Betty, and I'm not looking at them every day. But what I did see with HeliSwap was that I think providing liquidity with HBAR and Heli is still generating lots of I think good returns. I did take out my tokens and staking them on the new Mantra finance platform because we're gonna get up to 35% rewards until they're going to launch the new chain. And I mean, Mantra DAO has been, that's our lucky coin. And Vax is saying ICP is my kissy. Let's go in and look at ICP because I've also not been looking at that. I mean, I bought them a long time ago and haven't really. First of all, it would be nice to see how much are we up with the ICP position. But 284, I thought a little bit more, but okay, 284 is also good. Let's look at the chart. What does it say? Of course, when you go, let's go in and see here, 7 days, up 1 month, yeah, and 1 year, Oh yeah, it's really, yeah, it's kind of, yeah, moving. Wow, yeah, I mean, it is nice, right? And we're gonna tomorrow. But when we scroll out, when we scroll out, there's still lots of room to go to 428. Let's see where we're gonna get there. But yes, I'm also happy that we got ourselves some ICP. So back to the chat. So, and blockchain bully, I'm in Doge. Yeah, I wouldn't, you know what's funny? I don't really consider Doge a real, like a meme coin. I think that Doge doesn't belong there. Maybe it was the first meme coin, but I mean, Doge has, you know, we all know that has a clear utility. It has a clear value proposition. And it's, you know, in fact, if it's going to be implemented on Twitter or X, you know, so I would actually, yeah, I would not call Doge. I think Dogecoin has lost that privilege to be called a meme coin or a shit coin. It's a utility coin. Anyway, and what do you say, Oliver? Truck full of Dot and Kusama. I mean, you my man. You my man. One-way ticket to the blue. And Oliver, next flash crash digging into all pockets. Yeah, I think that's good. When is it gonna come? We never know. And what do you say? I'm Doge chain, Dogecoin L2. That's good. Not even $2. I'm keeping a little bit of look. I mean, we gotta look at what Vax is saying. He's not even. We're gonna call you meme Vax. CryptoCorky, good to see you. Missed you. I'm keeping a little bit of ePepe, Duku, and Silicus after a good run with each, and Booty took me for $50. Anyway, always keep $15 in the back pocket so that you can go and get yourself a shawarma around the corner with Jerry. Anyway, guys, I love you. And yeah, I think we will be streaming more often. And let's just enjoy that the markets are doing good and that we are on the right side of history. Another thing, I think it's really only a matter of time until we're going to see Ethereum ETF being approved. I love you, you know that. And I also wanted to say, this is my way. I mean, with this YouTube channel, we don't earn jack shit. It is my way of trying to give back to the community. And sometimes I feel like number one, and sometimes I feel like no one. But I do, these days, I feel more like number one than like no one. And I hope you do too. See you tomorrow.